folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Takes it at the 7.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And this carry, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You think about this strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on the film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Oh, a good return up past the 30. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Chubb will get the call running left, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Tucker now to add the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up second down. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Teddy Bridgewater with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Second and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield on play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the long field goal attempt winds up awry, and we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Tight down. There you go. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Check. Run. No. You go. Kings. Hey, alert 33. 49. Check 49. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down.
Let's go, baby.
This could very well be coming back. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brian Burns able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run with Chubb. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Come on. Check. Alert.
Chubb again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Jackson on 1st down, rolling to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's 2nd and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
52 is the mic right here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They go with Chubb on second down. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Parkey with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here? Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Being chased out left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close. Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight. Now, here's the call. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Throwing, Jackson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Jackson out to his left. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute. Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 5-2's the Mike 5-2,
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Fourth down, Mayfield. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Chubb. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
A run for Nick Chubb. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run. Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime just the way